Welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab, it's Washington. Turning it on! And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Got his man. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Ashley. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this...
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Horton. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bring in the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weatherly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Kelly. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they root. welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will put toe to leather and will get started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He's going to let it go. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Now the pitch. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option. The quarterback, they've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And he just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Why not trying to get it in? And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Kelly. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on 3rd down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense.
Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Volunteers will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Horton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Ashley. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. And the ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Thrust that arm out. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Card in the backfield, it's Weatherly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a really good good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to take the top off. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. Weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's a running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Horton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gives it on the option. Turning on the Jets. Bulldozes his way through. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think when you got a quarterback that this fast, he knows I can get out of any situation, kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and of course that led to the interception.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Vols will hustle to the line. Corners are going to bail. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. There he goes. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Grab behind the line. It's Ashley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Might be changing the route. On the run, still looking. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. To the air, it's Underwood. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. At midfield, he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for room, it's Ashley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Cardinals need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Picked off.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play race.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Fires to the middle. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Dropping back, it's Kelly. He fires a bullet to the right. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's out past the 35. Lowers those pads. Racing down the left side. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Wolverines. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ball State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looking for an open area to his left. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCulley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Ashley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here's the pressure. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cardinals want to move quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle. It's Ashley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Going for the big play. Takes him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A first down run in the red zone. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Here's the Heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Now improvising. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Another interception. This guy just can't find players.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Lost, the defense is wide open. There he goes.